Hey guys, I just want to say Merry Christmas to all of you, and I hope you all got what you wanted, and that you guys all made Santa's nice list this year, because I don't know how I made the nice list. I really don't. Anyways, since it is Christmas Day, I decided to do a book tag that I actually saw last night and decided I was going to do last night before I went to bed. And it looked really fun, and I thought, why not, since it goes along with today being Christmas. And this is the 12 Days of Christmas book tag, and it was created by Lizzie Loves Books, I think. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I will link her video in my pants so you can go watch it and what's not. So anyways, this has a basis of 12 questions that go along with the song 12 Days of Christmas, and yeah, so let's get started. Day 1, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. And the question is, favorite standalone. Now for this one, I actually couldn't pick just one. I don't know why. I am really bad when it comes to picking like my top favorite out of like a whole genre or whatever. So the two books I am stuck between are The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky and The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I should know that by heart. Why do I have to look at the cover every single time? Anyways, these are my two favorite standalones. I read this one for school and absolutely fell in love with it. And it's probably my favorite classic of all times. But then again, this is everybody's favorite classic. So I'm basic. Also, my other favorite standalone is The Perks of Being a Wallflower, like I already said. And that's because I don't know why. I just love this book, and I love the movie too. And I just fell in love with Charlie, and I feel so bad for him. And I don't know, it just tugged at my heartstrings, and I loved it. Guys, I am sorry for my horrible singing skills. I cannot sing, so I'm gonna continue singing anyways. Sorry. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves. And the question for this one is favorite fictional OTP or ship. And for this one, I'm going to have to choose Percy and Annabeth from the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, because this, like I have stated like a million times before, I think, is the series that actually got me into reading, and they were the first two that like grabbed my attention, and I've been rooting for them since the first book. And that was before I even knew what freaking OTP was. I just thought they should be together. So they will forever probably stay at my #1 OTP. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens. And the question for this one is favorite trilogy. Now for this one, I'm probably just like every other person who has done this tag, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have chosen this trilogy too. And that would be the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. I don't know what's my favorite. I just love it. I love the Hunger Games. I love the world. I love the characters. This is life. Anyways, I love this. I freaking love this trilogy, and so does everybody else. So I feel like I'm copying a lot of people. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds. The question for this one is favorite fictional beast or creature. And for this one, I'm going to go back to Percy Jackson, because I freaking love Percy Jackson. And probably one of my favorite creatures is Cerberus, which is Hades' pet 3-headed dog that lives and guards the tunnel into hell, or the underworld. And I don't know, I think he is so adorable. That may just be me. I also really like satyrs, and I think part of that is because I used to be a huge Hercules fan when I was younger. So I watched that movie like 1,000 times over, and the little goat dude, I forgot his name, I always thought he was hilarious, and he was one of my favorite characters. So I also like satyrs. Satyrs are in the story. Grover, I think he's absolutely funny, but a dimwit, but you know, he's funny. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings. And the question for this one is show 5 books with gold on the cover. Now, when I was actually looking for these books, it took me a while, because although my bookshelf from the 3rd shelf down is beautifully rainbow organized, I don't have a lot of gold books. So some of these are kind of cheating because the titles are gold, but it still counts because it's on the cover. Book #1 is Guilt by Catherine Longshore. Pretty gold, and it's got encrusting, and oh, there's a price sticker on that. Oh, yes, it's gold. You see, it's gold. Book 2, which is actually a sneak peek at this month's book haul, is The Kill Order by James Dashner, because you see it's gold. It's got gold down in here, and it's really shiny, actually. which is very distracting. Book number 3 is The Princess Bride by William Goldman, because the title is gold and there's a gold border around the cover and it's pretty, and yes. Book number 4 is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan, because gold, the dragon's gold, that's not gold, up here is gold, this is gold, the back is printed in gold, gold galore. And finally, book 5 is Seizures by Kathy Reaches and Brendan Reaches. And that's because, you see it's white and it's gold and gold and gold and gold. It's gold. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese of laying rotten eggs. Anyways, the question for this one is, what is your least favorite book? Since it goes along with rotten eggs, so yeah, okay, whatever. For that one, I'm going to choose New Moon by Stephanie Meyer. I don't know how many times I have stated my dislike for this story over and over again, but I'm gonna say it once again, and this would be New Moon, because Bella is a whiny little bitch and nobody likes her, and yeah, so go with New Moon. Again, still have not actually finished the series, because after I finished New Moon, I went like 100 pages into Eclipse and I was done. I was done with Bella. So done. So forever, this will be my most hated book. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 songs of swimming. The question for this one is, show a book with water on the cover. And for this one, I'm going to choose Lost Voices by Sarah Porter, because it's a mermaid book. So you see the mermaid? You see the ripply water? Yeah, there's water on the cover. It takes place in the ocean. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids of milking. I almost forgot the lyric there. And the question for this one is, what fictional food do you wish you could try? And for this one, this is the 3rd time I have gone back to this book. Again, I'm going to pick the Percy Jackson series and say I want to try ambrosia. I don't know. I just want to. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing. And the question for this one is, favorite dance between 2 characters. This one, refreshing change of pace, guys. I am going to choose City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. As we all know, this is probably one of my favorite books in the entire series, although I've only read the first 5, but still. The ending scene, oh my goodness, they throw a party, and, Jace and Claire dance, and it's nice, and it's heartwarming, and where's my voice going? And, it tugs at my heartstrings. It really does. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 Lords of Dancing. The question for this one is, what is your favorite book to movie adaptation? And for that one, I'm actually at a tie right now. And those are going to be between Catching Fire and Mockingjay, both by Suzanne Collins. Both movies were absolutely fantastic. I loved them both. Oh my goodness, left me sitting on the end of my seat, even though I already knew it was going to end. But still, we have to wait almost an entire freaking another year to see part 2 and watch everything go to shit. I am so excited. But anyways, both of these movies were done absolutely fantastic. I loved them. I wish other people making movies would learn something from these 2, because they're doing something right. There's a reason The Hunger Games is probably one of the best-selling movie series out there, as long as book series. So, take some advice from the directors and people who put these movies together. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 Pipers Piping. Question for this one is, what is your favorite book to movie adaptation soundtrack? And my absolutely favorite soundtrack, although I haven't noticed, I don't normally go and look for the soundtrack of a movie after I've seen it. I just don't really think about it, because when the music plays in the movie, you don't really hear it, because you're watching the movie and studying the characters and seeing if they got almost everything right, what they changed and if everything goes together. But anyways, this is probably the no, I've looked at 3 soundtracks for movies, and this is the only one that I really liked. I bought it right off the bat, and to say the least, every single freaking song except for 2 made me bawl my eyes out when I sat there listening to it. And that is going to be the soundtrack to The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Oh my gosh, that soundtrack rips my heart out every single time, and I feel like I'm going through it all over again. Like, it hurts to listen to that soundtrack, but it's so freaking beautiful that I have to. The fact that, like, he has Ed Sheeran and Birdie on it makes it 10 times better. Like, I love it, and I really feel like the soundtrack for this movie goes along with the movie so well, as well as the book. It goes along with it so well. It fits the story perfectly. And finally, on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming. The question for this one is, what is your favorite book ending? And for this one, I'm going to use City of Glass once again by Cassandra Clare. Like I've already stated, this is probably one of my favorite books in the entire series, excluding that I haven't read City of Heavenly Fire yet because I haven't read The Infernal Devices, so I can't read it. Anyways, this is probably one of my favorite books because, as we all know, The Mortal Instruments was originally supposed to be a trilogy instead of a series, but then Cassandra Clare changed her mind and decided to go on with it. And so City of Glass was supposed to be the final book, and I freaking love it because it has a happy ending. I am a sucker for happy endings, and books like this, like action-packed books, I am a sucker for happy endings. You know, everybody wants their happy ending. Everybody wants to see all their favorite characters live, and they want to see them happy, and they want to see their OTP together. And, you know, majority of the time it doesn't happen because, you know, freaking authors like to pull tricks and they like to kill some of the main characters and, you know, destroy half of your freaking OTP. It's not okay. It actually messes with your emotions and you just don't know what you're doing with your life anymore. It's not okay. It's not okay to kill off a freaking main character and half of an OTP. It's not okay, okay? Anyways, like I said earlier when I was talking about the dancing one, at the end of this book, there is a giant party that the Shadowhunters have in Idaris because they think they've won against the dark side and blah blah blah, and, you know, all is right with the world again, and everybody's celebrating and everybody's happy, and Jason Clary are... But yeah, happy ending. Happy ending. I freaking love the way this book ended. And then, you know what? She went and made a 4th book, and freaking tore my heart open again because I was so happy because I thought it was done. I thought it was going to be a really nice closure ending, and no, we have to go and write 3 more books and ruin everything, okay? Anyways, that is it for this book tag. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if I went on a few little rants, and I'm sorry if certain parts of this video aren't right. Some of these books, it's been a while since I've read them, so I just think I remember it, but I probably don't. Anyways, I would say feel free to consider yourself tagged if you want to do this, but considering it's Christmas Day, I probably shouldn't do that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but my purple hair is back, and when I dyed it this past summer, it was actually supposed to be this color, but I decided instead of doing box dye, I was going to go to the salon and get it done, and they didn't have the right color, so it turned out a lot lighter. But this is the color it's supposed to be. I don't know if it looks purple. It probably looks brown, but it's actually purple. It's a really, really dark purple, and I love it, and it's my favorite color, and yeah, so that is it. Again, I wish you all had a very, very Merry Christmas. I'm Chrissy, and I will see you guys next time with a Top 5 Wednesday, book talk, or tag video. Until then, goodbye!